Let's talk about events. More importantly, let's talk about how not to plan events. And if we're going to be more specific, let's talk about Willy Wonka Part 2 for 2024, Bridgerton edition. Welcome back to another video. If you don't know who I am, my name is Pooch Pooch and I like to talk about things on the internet, so don't be scared to join the family. Over here, we like to make fun of people.
Who are you laughing at? Who are you laughing at? Don't fucking laugh at me! You've just near crashed into me!
Yo, TikTok is in fumes about what's going on right now, especially Detroit. I'm just gonna break it down for you guys. There was an event that was planned by, I think, a company. I forget the company's name. And it was supposed to be Bridgerton themed. Now, if you guys don't watch Bridgerton, it's more like old England. I wouldn't say it's old England because old England was kind of trash. But it's more like really flamboyant or
flamboyant.
That word. Very old England with the dresses, with the themes, with the exaggerated hair, clothing, things like that. Not only from the women, but also from the men too. And so if you guys haven't watched Bridgerton, I'll just give you guys a clip of what that looks like.
We were flown to France to play for the most incredible themed party you've ever seen. World's only beatboxing string quintet. We knew we had to give them a good show. The commitment the guests made to their costumes were spectacular.
You see it? Okay, good. Because what we're about to see is not giving Bridgerton at all. So the first video that I saw on this, I was like, what's going on here? It was going viral. Everyone was like, this is Bridgerton Detroit and things like that. And I was like, the pictures that I were seeing on the stuff itself, like people posting their pictures, it was giving Sheen, honestly, it was giving Sheen 100%. It was, you need to see this for you to understand exactly why this whole event went viral, and for the wrong reasons.
Dearest gentle viewers, this story is juicy. A Bridgerton ball experience in Detroit left attendees upset, so let's break it all down. Well, what was advertised as a night of romance, elegance, and royalty was not what people were met with. Attendees said instead they got served undercooked food and the entertainment was an exotic dancer. And users online are sharing their thoughts on the night. This user said, no seats, no room to get around, no AC, couldn't hear the music, had one violinist working her butt off on 3 floors by herself. Meanwhile, some users are looking at the bright side. Everyone looked so good though. And another user said, I saw you. I'm glad you made the best of it. As well, I stayed. I was fortunate enough to be the first ones to eat. Even the violinist hired at the event posted a video exposing all the details in her TikTok.
As you can see, these are very elaborate dressing. Everyone is in ball gowns, and at least for some of the guys that I've seen, they're wearing suits and also like really, you know, old English and old Britain outfits. And these are the things that you would only wear to basically meet the queen and to any kind of formal events. Some guys are just wearing like suits and stuff, which is really underwhelming because the event is called Bridgerton event, but it's Detroit, honestly. I'm not even surprised. One thing that stood out to me was the little, I don't even know if it's a cloth or a vinyl background that has grass on it. It's just like a plastic background with grass drawn on it. The least that one would do if I were the event planners, like I would have like this faux grass. They sell it on Shein, okay? You can buy it on Temu or Amazon, whatever it is. Like they sell these things. Not looking good. I'm just letting you know, it is not looking good.
I'm at the Bridgerton ball in Detroit, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all showed out. Hey, Big Gucci. Oh, what up, though? Hey, Ace.
Obviously, give praise to where praise is due. I like the horses. The horses are a really nice touch of old England, old like France kind of thing. One of the comments that I saw, someone asked, how much were the tickets? Were they $20? And no, it was not $20. I want y'all to guess how much the tickets were. If you thought anything below that, you were wrong. The base tickets itself was $150. Yep. $150 for that.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
I know you're thinking, like, what the same. I'm thinking the same too. Yep, I am. I do want to share this video with you guys because I think this creator himself does a little bit more of explaining what actually happened with the Bridgerton ball, the days leading up to the Bridgerton ball, and also what happened during the event that night.
Let's jump right into it. The Bridgerton ball last night. Wouldn't even call it a ball, wouldn't even call it an event, wouldn't even call it an experience. It was terrible. It was terrible. First and foremost, let's talk about pricing. First and foremost, $150 bare minimum per person. And it's a spectrum. People pay more than $150 for their VIP tickets, for their experiences, for their carriage rides, for their photo ops. But at bare minimum, $150 per person.
You're joking. I'm sorry, I just had to cut it there. There was VIP. If that was the bare minimum, I'm honestly really curious as to what the VIP was.
So when we walk in, the least that y'all could do is check a ticket to make sure that everyone paid. For people who did pay, we would like to know that it's an experience that we paid for. I could have not paid and walked right in. That's number one. Number two, pre-event, you all postponed the event for September 22nd. The original date for the event was August 25th. Y'all let us know about the postponement August 22nd, but in the same day sent us an email that said, can't wait to see you all, upcoming event details August 25th, begin time at 6 p.m. So we were kind of confused to receive that email and then a postponement the same day.
Red flag. That should have been a red flag number one. You're not able to communicate what's going on with the people that paid for these tickets. Let me remind y'all, this is not free. This is a paid event. Starting from a bare minimum of $150 to only God knows what. I'm sure people spent $1,000 on the event in total, and that's not even including the outfits, the hair, whatever they had to do, if they had to lie down.
Not to mention that y'all let us know that the event was postponed 2 to 3 days before the actual event. And then we gave you the benefit of the doubt of saying that this is not your fault. Maybe, you said it was the venue, the fire marshal, whatnot, but you also said that they notified you on Tuesday. You all sent us that email on Thursday. You knew it wasn't going to be there on Tuesday. We should have known at least Wednesday morning. We should have known. There were people that came to the event August 25th to find out that it was canceled or postponed and didn't even know. People who flew in, paid for hotels, Airbnbs, people who paid for outfits, clothing, everything. Y'all dropped the ball there, and that was before the event started. But let's jump into the event.
Wait, this happened more than a month ago? That's so disappointing. I'm so surprised why we're all hearing about this now. Maybe people posted it before, but I'm just hearing about this, and I'm honestly so surprised why it's taken this long for it to actually go viral and call out these event planners.
$150 for bare minimum for everyone, and a spectrum of all the way up to $1,000 per package. That's number one. Where did that money go? I'm all about, making a profit, but I'm also all about experience. And y'all did not provide an experience for not one single person there. Not one single person there had the experience that they deserve, what a Bridgerton ball was supposed to give. Experiences. First of all, the picture with the queen. I don't even want to get into the queen right now. She's a cool girl, cool lady, but she didn't give it for me. The first thing she said was, what up, though? Like, I get it, we Detroit, but theme. Let's stick on theme. She's like, y'all all look good. Yada, yada. Theme, babes. Where's Queen Charlotte? Who are you? Who are you?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Imagine going to Disney and seeing Cinderella, and Cinderella's like, yo, what's up? You know, like, how y'all doing and shit? Like, what up? Fired immediately, right to jail, straight away.
That's number one. Number two, the live music, live entertainment in general. They had one violinist, and I give her props. She held it down by herself on the second floor. Not even the main floor. They didn't even put the violinist that was most on theme with the music in the main ballroom. They put her on the second floor, where people were just roaming and sitting on the floor on their phones because they were bored. No chairs, mind you. $150 bare minimum, and no chairs. Chairs was reserved for VIP.
That's crazy.
VIP, in which at the beginning they weren't even checking tickets. Second entertainer that's in the main ballroom, a pole dancer, a stripper at that, a pole dancer stripper. Now mind you, she did her thing, she got her bag, I'm not mad at her. She was booked and busy. But as an event coordinator doing this high scale, classy event known as Bridgerton, where was your research? I never seen a pole in the show. I never seen a pole in the show and a woman with a thong on it. I did not. I'm confused. So at that point, everyone, you know, they're trying to enjoy their night. People try to enjoy their night so badly.
Not a stripper on a Bridgerton themed event. That is crazy. Not a pole dancer on that floor.
As an event program, as a coordinator myself, an event planner myself, I know what an experience is supposed to give, and it just didn't give that. And I know how much things cost, and they didn't. The decor alone was less than $500. $500 is about what, 4 people? 4 people for a sold-out event. You couldn't spend more than the amount that you got from 4 people at bare minimum. Come on now. It gave, I'm gonna get my homegirl to do this, I'm gonna get my homeboy to do this, I'm gonna get my family to do this, and I'm gonna pocket the rest of the money. That's what it gave. This best dress fiasco, I'm so irritated for all the people, especially the women who put their time and effort into their look, into their moment, their hair, their makeup, down to the shoe. They were overlooked. It gave very much, I'm gonna pick my homegirl because either I want her to have this money or I don't have the money. That's what it gave. Y'all overlooked beautiful women in beautiful ball gowns that traveled the floor when they walked. It was green velvet. It was stoned. It was everything. Y'all overlooked it. I was so confused on what best dress really meant in that very moment. Not to mention the male that won had on the same outfit 6 other people had on. However, he dressed his up in dingy cowboy boots and a cowboy hat. $2,000. $2,000. Y'all are playing with people's pockets. Y'all played with people's pockets. Did we even talk about the long line for the bar? We waited in line for about an hour to get up to this bar for it to only be mocktails, for it to be $7 lemonades, $7 cranberry juices. And that's the bar that y'all meant on the flyer? A mocktail bar? $150 for a $7 lemonade that you had to pay for there? I just feel so overwhelmed with disappointment from this event. From Uncle and Me LLC down to the event coordinator, Chelsea Beard, I think is her name. Y'all played with our money. Y'all played with our time. Y'all played with our enjoyment of the show, our experiences. Y'all played with us real bad. And y'all not gonna make it right. Y'all won't. And I hope that these videos that are surfacing, these comments, these experiences, these POVs really show y'all just how much of a scam that this event was. Truly. Me personally, from a $400 tailored suit to then getting it customized for an additional $200. Y'all played. Bare minimum $150 per person. Y'all sold out, y'all made y'all money, and y'all played. Down from the decor from Party City, from Amazon, folded right out the pack, wrinkled, still in it, down to the hood queen, down to the ballroom lessons that were just the ballroom that we would do in the backyard with our family, down to the stripper as entertainment, down to the one violinist on the second floor that no one could hear or see, down to the not checking tickets to make sure everybody paid, down to having people outside waiting in the rain for nothing, for lackluster, down to your servers, your food servers wearing jerseys and jeans. I don't even have any more to say. I'm so disappointed. I want my money. I want my money.
I know I'm laughing at this event and I'm just like, oh wow, this is crazy. But obviously people have spent their hard-earned money from whatever that they're doing just so that they can enjoy the experience of having a Bridgerton experience. And these people have played with their money. They said, nah, we're gonna keep your money and we're gonna give you guys not even the bare minimum. We're gonna give you guys nothing. The stripper just killed me, honestly, because I don't understand how a stripper is. That don't even make sense, bro. These people have spent hundreds, if not thousands of dollars with their over-exaggerated outfits, and obviously that's the whole theme of Bridgerton. People wanted to enjoy this event because they watch it on TV. If I have the opportunity to experience it in real life, I definitely will, 100%.
Just a quick disclaimer before I start any this. If you guys are from school, just completely disregard this video. But if anyone wants to know, I was the violinist that was playing at the Bridgerton ball, and I was the only entertainment besides the random stripper that showed up. I don't know why there was a stripper, and I'm so confused why they had a stripper when there were minors in the building. So I don't know what the thought process was behind that, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna talk about my experience with the company.
Minors?
Right to jail, right away.
Oh, and before I start that, I would just like to say thank you to everyone that has been trying to tip me and stuff since I had not gotten paid. It's really sweet of you guys, except it shouldn't be your guys' jobs to pay for me. It should be the company's. But yeah, it is really sweet of you guys, and I hope you guys are able to get your money back. But yeah. So I had worked with Uncle and Me before. I performed at the tea party, and I'm completely independent. I literally just filled out a random application online, and I got the job to perform at the tea party. And it went well. I mean, they paid the half of the money the day before the tea party, and they paid the rest after I performed, and it was great. It was fine, no complaints there. My only thing was that they didn't give me food and water, but I survived. It was fine. But the difference was that I only played for 3 hours. Yeah, I only played for 3 hours, and it wasn't that bad, I guess. And I gave myself a couple breaks in between. But yeah. When it came to the ball, however, I was asked to perform on Monday. The ball was 2 days ago. There was less than a week to prepare, and I needed to find like a ton of songs in advance, and it takes time to prep for that and clear my schedule as well, because you know I'm in high school. You know, I have a lot of things going on, but I still decided to do it as well because I thought it'd be a fun experience as well. But I was on the phone with her, and I talked to her, and I was like, hey, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna need some accommodations. I'm gonna need food and water because I can't just play for 4 hours straight, you know. And she was like, and Chelsea was like, oh yeah, no, that's fine, you can have your food, I'll get you food and water, you know, all of that's gonna be fine. So I went into it thinking that like, oh, it's gonna be fine, I'm gonna be able to play, and it's gonna all go great, but that obviously did not happen. So when I showed up, first of all, they made my dad pay for parking, and even though there was supposed to be a valet, why do I have to pay to perform for you guys when the company asked me to play? You know, it doesn't really make sense. And it was like $60 for parking. It's expensive. But that's not even the first start of the issue. So they tried to put me right in front of the speaker. Again, the same thing that they tried to do at the actual tea party as well. But that obviously didn't happen, and they just threw me in the middle of like the dining room, I guess. But all the guests looked miserable because they weren't getting food or anything, and it was just really, really bad, and I feel really bad for the guests that were there. But I'm like playing and doing my stuff, and I did that for like about an hour 30, I think, somewhere around there. And I tried to give myself a couple breaks in between, but I was scared I was gonna get yelled at, so then I didn't really do that. And I didn't really sit down either, so my feet were kind of hurting from the heels. But then around 9:30, one of the organizers came up to me and was like, hey, we're gonna transition you upstairs, like to the 2nd floor. So, you know, that was fine. But then I didn't have anyone to help me get my stand and my music and stuff. And it's really difficult to carry all of that, plus my instrument as well, and to make sure that it doesn't get damaged. So it was not fun for me to carry all of that. But I went upstairs to the 2nd floor, and I was like playing and stuff, and it was fine.
She said also guests had to help her carry her stand and stairs afterwards. So they didn't even help her, or they didn't even assign people to help her. She had to do it by herself. And when some random person saw her struggling, they were like, oh, let me help you with that.
At that point, I still had not sat down at any point. I ended up sitting down for like maybe like 2 or 3 minutes or so, but it was not, you know, ideal. So I went through the rest of the night and I played and everything, and I'd still not gotten any sort of food. I did get a water bottle, however, but I did not get any food, so I was kind of just like starving the whole time. But thankfully my dad got me dinner afterwards. But it was around, I wrapped up around 10:30, but I hadn't left until like 10:40 because I couldn't find the organizer, so I couldn't tell them that I was gonna leave, so I had to call them, and I was like asking when the payment was, and she told me to talk to Chelsea. I ended up talking to Chelsea yesterday, and I texted her and I was like, hey, when's the payment gonna come through? And she was like, oh, I'll pay you Wednesday, but I was supposed to get the money on Sunday. So I don't know why she's paying me on Wednesday instead of Sunday, but I can't really do much. So yeah, it wasn't really the best experience. I am glad though that I was able to make some people a little bit happy after all the stuff that was going on with the rest of the ball.
And like she said, she is in high school and she had to have her dad drop her off. That's crazy to me that she was the only entertainment throughout the whole night. If you guys have been to events whereby they're having live entertainment, there is always a backup. There always has to be a backup. If it's like a wedding and they're having live entertainment, there has to be a DJ so that the live entertainment can take a break before they come back again for like any kind of major event that's happening. And if you go to like any place that has like live entertainment, that is the only kind of entertainment for it, there has to be multiple people that are coming up and singing or playing whatever it is. It's not just one person throughout the whole time, especially if it's like a 3, 4, 5 hour event. Y'all should bring a class action lawsuit. Send these people to jail. Let them pay y'all back your money because they did not deliver on what they promised. What would your reaction be if this happened to you? I want to know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can push my content out. Thank you very much to everyone that has subscribed. Have a great rest of your day. YouTube thinks that you will like this video, so go ahead and click on it, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye now.